Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a quick GFX tutorial for you. This is like my third time, so I'm sorry if I'm not really that good at it, but I'll try. So what you're going to do first is open up Studio, and then you go on Test, and you go on, oops, fail. Sorry, this is really bad. Okay, you go on Test, Play, and then your character should spawn, and then you go in Workspace, then find your character, and it should be selected by a blue box. So once that's all ready for you, you want to take out Health, Sound, and Animate, and then also if you go in Humanoid, there's an animator. You take that out and you kind of just freeze. Then you can select your player and you want to anchor it, and if you don't anchor it, you can die if you try moving your body parts, and obviously nobody wants that, so that's why you have to anchor it. Now what you can do is just like pose yourself however you want. I'm just gonna freestyle this. Okay, and then I usually don't pose the legs because it looks kind of weird, but you know, why not, right? So great. Whoops. After you pose your character the way you want, what you have to do is go back on character and then export selection. And I have a specific place where I edit it. It's a folder, and it's actually really helpful. And what it's going to do is save as OBG so that you can open it in your 3D editing program. So just name it something you'll remember. And I'm just going to name mine Tutorial Girl thing. Okay, so after you save that, you don't care about Studio anymore. Just close that out. Then you have to open up Blender, which is what I'm using. Okay, so there's a block, just delete that. And then you do File, Import, Wavefront, OBJ, then look in 3D Edits and find the one that you saved. Okay, so you open it as OBJ, and as you can see, it's obviously not in the middle, and that's okay, but you have these little selector thingies that you can move it to the middle with, so we're just going to pull her in the middle. And how you guys move around is, it's the little wheel in the middle of your mouse, and you can also use Shift F, and I mean, it's pretty helpful, either one. And so as you can see, my character is like orange. So what we're gonna do is go on the little sphere closer to the lower left corner and change that to material. And what that'll do is put all the textures on it so you can actually see yourself. Then if you don't like how it is right now, there's on the upper right corner, there's camera, lamp, player 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is your body parts and everything else. So you don't need to touch that really, except the lamp. You want to get rid of the light, so what you can do is just bring the lamp over here, and as you can see, it just lightens it up. And if you want, you can click on this. I don't even know what this is. It changes the light, and you can change its intensity and energy and stuff. And I usually use this umbrella. It looks like an umbrella. I don't know how to change it, but I use this because it brightens up everything, including the back, which gets really annoying when I'm trying to GFX. So I am going to put in another light. On the left corner, there's tools, create, and then you can look on lamp and then just add a point light, and you can put it by the face. What I usually do is I usually put the energy to like a 2 or something and make the distance a little bit smaller. So, oops. Go back on the lamp. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Go back on the lamp that you made and position it on the character where you want it. We don't care how bad this is. This is just a tutorial. So I am good with how that looks. Yeah. Sort of. It's okay. I actually don't like the shadow by the hand. Okay, and then also you can put in a light that'll subtract or make it like a shadow. And how you do that is just turn on negative and it makes a specific area darker. Okay. I mean, yeah, you don't have to use it. I don't really use it, but I just, yeah. I wouldn't recommend using it unless you're some hardcore person with GFX, but I just do it mainly for fun, so let's move on. So after your character is all set up and nice and pretty, what you do is Control-Alt-0, and you get this screen. This is where you're going to take your picture, yeah. This is how you're going to capture your Robloxian. And then you just render it pretty much, but I'll show you some other tips. So when you render it, this is what it looks like. So as you can see, there's the gray thing that kind of gets annoying, but it's easy to take off. So go back to 3D view, then you can click on shading, and instead of sky, just go on transparent. And then after you go up and render it again, the background is completely transparent. So when you save it, you can GFX it in Photoshop, Paint.net, whatever you use. So go back to 3D view. Okay, so as you render, see how it's like really pixelated and that's ugly. You don't want that. Yuck. No. Go back to 3D view. I'm going to make this 1922. So it's like a square. And you don't really have to go back or forth anyway. Just get it on your Robloxian until you're satisfied. And then, okay, so under the X and Y on resolution, there's a percent. And the higher the percent, the better resolution you'll get. So just put it at 100 and see if that's okay. It's going to take a little bit more time to render, but it's going to look a lot better. Less pixelated, but really small pixels, I guess. And so if you want it more than 100, you have to do it manually. So just select it and write like, I usually use 200 to 300. So I'm just going to do 250. And the bigger you make it, the harder it's going to be, or no, the longer it's going to be to upload. And you can just watch it. It's pretty slow, but it's a lot cleaner, and in my opinion, it looks better. So yeah, we're just going to wait for that to upload. This could take a while. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, let's just go ahead and open up Photoshop because it might take as long equally. Okay, and also I'm going to put the link for Blender in the description if you don't already have it. And unfortunately, to get this Photoshop, you either have to buy it or you can get the free trial, which only lasts about 30 days, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, after this has done doing its boxy dance thing, you're going to want to save it as a PNG, and it doesn't matter where you save it, or yeah. So you go on image, and oh gosh. Okay, so go on image, save as image, name it whatever you want. Okay, then save as image, and it'll be all ready to use in Photoshop. So just X Blender out, you don't need it anymore, it's all done. So you're gonna open where you saved it. Hold on, what did I name that? Oh, okay. So open it up, and there you go. So that's what we made. Apparently, yeah, okay. If you want the canvas to be bigger, just go on canvas size, and I usually want the width to be like, I have no clue honestly, 100, and let's go with 75. Okay. So yeah, just make that to the size that you want it. I'm going to keep going. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty good for me, I guess. I'm okay with that. So depending on what you want to do, you can change your background color, just color it plain black, or put a picture on it, I don't know. And I suggest getting a GFX pack. Ew. No. Yeah, I suggest getting a GFX pack. There's a lot out there, and a lot of them are pretty good. So after you got your black on, or background, whatever you want, gotta get every inch of it. Yeah, it's a pretty big edit, so it might take a little bit. Maybe a lot bit. Okay. What I like to do is just, if you don't have a pack, I'm not going to open mine because I don't want to cause any more lag. If you don't have a pack, just, I don't know, you can look up flare, and this is what they look like, and they're really easy to put on there. I'll show you how to do flares, or you could do particles, or textures. Okay, so you put this layer with your Robloxian on top, and I think I'm actually going to change my background to a white one, because why not? Sorry about the lag again. I know there's a fill tool, but you know me, I'm a noob to everything, so okay, we're just gonna let that do its thing. And find some particles to work with. So I don't know, find something you like, open it up, and you want it to load in full. Ew, that looks really small. Lies. This lies. Yeah, that's way too small, but I'm too lazy to fix it. So just find something that actually looks decent, then open image in new tab. So see how like it got bigger, you want the bigger version, copy that, make sure it's copied, then it'll automatically make a new layer, and when you first paste it in, it's going to be really small depending on how big your resolution was saved in Blender. So just fix it to the size, and see, it's fine, it looks okay, you can't really tell that it was tiny in the first place. And then just go on normal, where it says normal, change that to, can change it to screen if you want it to be like your character. I don't know what you'd want to use it for, but I usually just scroll down the thing to see what it actually does. But yeah, screen is usually the best for your, if you're editing your Robloxian or the background that you put it in. Here, I'll show you what it looks like if you would have put in an HD background. And it doesn't have to be an HD background, I just find them to be like more clear and better. So you're going to open that, copy, put it in, and then resize. Okay, so then you put that right there, and if you put this like right there, you see it goes with the background, and screen, it just takes out the black. Normally it would be just plain black, but screen fixes that, and it looks a lot better. And also, if you don't like it on your character, just put the character over that layer and you're fine. Okay, I'm going to put in flare. I don't know which one. Let's just go with this. So flares actually help a lot. I think they make it look a lot better when you're doing them, and they're really easy to do. Okay, so once you got your flare, resize it, whatever, do whatever you want with it, then screen. Okay, so as you can see, it's like outline. Nobody wants that. So what you're gonna do, just get your eraser and make sure you don't do the hard edge, or else you're gonna be able to like see you obviously erased it. So just get the softer edge. Oh gosh, too big. And then just clean up the sides. Yeah. Like I said, this is pretty big, so there's going to be lag. Okay, so we'll just let that run its course. And textures are, I guess, you can use them for whatever you want. A lot of groups use, I don't know what it is. It's like the honeycomb kind of thing. Okay. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then, for textures, I don't know, let's do a nature texture. Doesn't really matter what texture. And you can use textures for words. I actually like to use them for words. I'll also show you how you can create a clipping mask, and that's pretty cool if you want just like a little part on your words. Okay, well that's still running its course. Still, just find a texture. Okay, we'll just use this, why not? And this is still going. Okay, now it's done, great. Now what we're going to do is put in a text. Doesn't really matter what it says. It's going to say something. Oh, and yeah, this text is going to be really tiny, so just add a couple numbers in there to make it bigger. Okay, so once you get your text, write whatever you want. Just gonna write Vahlqos because I don't know, because my name is Vahlqos. So yeah, bring that in. And I'm actually going to make it white so I can show you guys what I will be doing and you'll be able to see it better. So we have this copied and we're going to paste it right on top of our thingy and just drag it across. Then you do a check mark. So obviously you can't see the words, so you can do create a clipping mask, and look at that. Whoa, that is so cool. Oh my gosh, where is it? That's right, it's behind the words, sort of. So you can go on the effects until you find the one that you like. Okay, so I like that one. Just say I like that one. Great. So that's how you can create a clipping mask, and you can like drag it around until you find some nice colors or until you find something you like on it. And that is how you do the textures. So yeah, this is like really, really simple. But that is how you would make an edit. Bye.